Two scientists at the California Pacific Medical Center found that a compound in marijuana and the non-psychoactive compound in marijuana can actually stop cancer from metastasizing, and that means spreading.
You know, I get asked a lot, is medical marijuana just a hoax, an excuse to smoke pot? Well, it's true. You know, some doctors are going to prescribe it for just about anything. But when I dug into this, I also found something else. Serious physicians out there who think cannabis could become a real tool to fight all sorts of things, including cancer.
This half hour, we're talking about the big business of marijuana. Should it be legalized? Should it not? What would that do on a fiscal basis? In a rather very interesting departure from Bush policy, Attorney General Eric Holder signals a change on marijuana policy.
I'm sick and tired of hearing these idiots on the radio complaining about the commies in D.C. creating all these czars. As I recall, the first big major czar mistake was during Ronald Reagan's administration. Probably the first thing he did. Created a drug czar and a war on American citizens with this drug war.
Just to interrupt, Jared, before you ask the next question, just to say that, you know, we took votes about which questions were going to be asked. And I think 3 million people voted, or 3.5 million people voted. I have to say that there was one question that was voted on that ranked fairly high, and that was whether legalizing marijuana would improve the economy and job creation. And I don't know what this says about the online audience, but I just want, I don't want people to think that this was a fairly popular question. We want to make sure that it was answered. The answer is no. I don't think that is a good strategy to grow our economy. So, all right.
That, you know, you got this panel of doctors, and it's like everybody's just scared to talk about the actual issues. So we go down these little alternate paths that we all think are like acceptable to everyone. You know what I mean? They were talking about the one thing that really, like, I thought was funny was that, you know, they acknowledged that marijuana is, you know, extremely effective for the cycle of dependency that a lot of people have who take prescription medications like oxycodone and oxycontin, and how a lot of patients have used marijuana successfully to come off of these terrible drugs that can kill you, because the bottom line is marijuana can't kill you, and it's much easier to regulate in your body. You know, and they talk a little bit about behavioral addiction and how people become behaviorally addicted to marijuana, similar to how they become addicted to shopping and gambling. And it's just, you know, like the one thing I had to leave, but like the one thing that I caught the one doctor say, he's like, you know, I'm gonna just say for all the doctors up here that, you know, the prescribing of cannabis has become largely a joke.
Many children in this day and age think marijuana is just a joke. Just a little joke on the playground. Just joke around with their friends. Marijuana's not a joke! Marijuana's not a joke! At least the mental diagnosis. Retardation! You want me a retard? You want me a retard? Just a little retard on your playground? I don't think so. I think I want to be a retard.
I think that the government knows something. I think that the government knows what's up. Marijuana helps us all. It can, in a way. You know, some people just, you know, they're not meant to use it, you know. But for the people that really do need it, the government shouldn't take that liberty away from us. That should be the right. If we need it, and we believe that, they should let us go for it. You know, it's our body. It's not theirs. I understand that they want to control, so we could all be safe. Like, you know, being safe from other people. But they can't control it from ourselves. I don't think that cocaine, meth, heroin, ecstasy, anything like that should be legal. But marijuana does have some medical properties. So what I'm trying to say is, I think the government's trying to hide it because it's a cheap resource for medical things. Usually like pills and everything just costs a lot of money. They must make a lot of money off that. They can't make too much money off of medical marijuana unless they tax it, you know. But what I'm really trying to say is they know that it helps, and they're trying to keep that away because they don't want us figuring out that that's true, and they're always putting people out so they could say that it's not true. So just like the government, they think that they could keep us away. They think that they could rummage through our home for a gram. That's ridiculous. Have you seen those videos where a SWAT team goes inside the house and then just searches through the whole house and they end up finding a gram? What is that? Do you guys believe that they could go through the house just for 1 gram of a substance that they say is dangerous, that's just illegal because they want more money? No. That's not good. We need to stop that. That's the crimes that's going on. It's illegal crimes that are happening, and they're just messing up. That's all I gotta say.